Hey guys, welcome and thank you very much for joining me here on IPO Market Watch. My name is Mike. In case you are new to this channel, if you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. I would really appreciate it. Obviously, if you find my videos helpful. This video, everyone, is about several stocks, just a few. Some important things that I want to point out to you that maybe you might find interesting. One stock that is under $2, but for the past 5 days has had a really great momentum. It's going up the past 5 days, and they just had some news that came out about less than an hour ago, right? So, because at the time of recording this video, it is pre-market May 20th, I'm sorry, May 20th, 2025, it is pre-market. The first stock I want to talk about is ticker symbol BGC. Now, this one is pretty interesting. It's already gone up about 8%, but yesterday over on the Discord, we got this news that came into our channel. Like I said, if if you're new to the channel, maybe you don't know about it, but in our Discord, we have the quant data feed, and the news that coming into our Discord are as fast as it can get. Many times, if not most of the times, the news that go into our quant data news channel feed, they're there first before they make it to trading apps. So we got the news for BGC Group, and I posted it right away, which was interesting to me because they have, relatively, I would say, low float and low outstanding shares. It's a good company. They're not bad at all. BGC Group agrees to repurchase over 16.4 million shares of their Class A common stock, beneficially owned by Howard Lutnick, United States Secretary of Commerce. So that was his shares, and the company will repurchase them back. It was interesting. 16 million shares. Like I said, relatively, low outstanding shares, low float, good company. And so I thought that was, that could have been a really good short-term trade. I let everybody know about that stock. That was it right here, May 19th, yesterday, guys. We got the news right here. We knew about it, and it popped 8% up. 8%, not bad, right? And it's at $10.03 right now. Let me talk real quick about the value portfolio, which is something I get a lot of questions about. Now, the value portfolio is something that is offered here in the top tier of our Patreon/Discord community. This is in euros, so in US dollars, it's like $19.90. The value portfolio is basically a portfolio where whatever goes in and whatever comes out is something that I manage, all right? So I let people know immediately what I will buy, what I will add, for what reasons, and what will come out of it. But it's not a daily thing. A value portfolio, the value portfolio is for long-term wealth building. It is a portfolio that is built on as solid and careful steps as possible, trying to build a really good foundation, right? And not have to worry about it on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, and get stressed out about it, right? And like I said, it's a portfolio that will change and will evolve. And it was created this year, at the beginning of this year, out of scratch, zero, right? The total value of this portfolio right now is $7,590. Like I said, we started with zero in the beginning of the year. And year to date, the portfolio, guys, is up 6.33%, right? That's not bad at all, because if you look at the S&P 500, it's up only 1.3%, right? Year to date, last time I checked. And the NASDAQ is down negative 0.52%. So we're vastly outperforming the stock market, like 5x. There are lots of picks, and I did spread them out on purpose in many different holdings. Obviously, a very little in each one, trying to balance it, right? I'm trying to keep a really good balance. And like I said, we're up 6.33% when the market is at its best, 1% up. Now, if you're one of those people who are thinking, Mike, I don't have 19 bucks per month, so what's up with that? Hey, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. From time to time, I do reveal great companies and companies from the value portfolio. The last company I revealed to you guys, and I did a YouTube video about it when it was 18 something or 19 bucks, was AMTM, guys. AMTM, right? So we're up 17% already on this company. Now let's go on to that under $2 stock, which has momentum the past few days. A very good momentum. Ticker symbol ATAI. So I posted something about it today, actually, on May 20, 2025, in pre-market here on my X platform. And this is the news that came out actually about an hour ago. So Atai Life Sciences announces top-line data from part 2 of their Beckley SciTech phase 2 study, combination with SSRIs for treatment-resistant depression. And the news goes on to say that positive results show that a single dose of their drug administered in parallel with SSRIs produced a rapid and durable antidepressant effect for up to 3 months after dosing. Now, I gotta say something. This is a psychedelic sector, and you have to keep in mind that, you know, their biggest, I would say, risk are the regulatory hurdles. There's a lot of regulatory hurdles in the psychedelic sector. Atai, Life Sciences, ticker symbol ATI. I would not say that that is something I would put in my value portfolio. I would not put it in my value portfolio. But if I was looking at something for momentum or just to go a little bit, you know, trade it for a very short period of time, this one has the things that I'm looking for. Just my opinion. It is trading right now at $1.83 in pre-market, May 20th. And I think it can go to 225, not today, but I think it could go to 225 within the next 30 days. Now, someone else also asked me, also over on the Discord, but also on the YouTube comment sections of my YouTube videos, Mike, what is an IPO that you would pre-order from the IPOs available on Webull? So the IPO that I like and I would pre-order and sell on day one would be ticker symbol FTRK. It's coming up within the next 3 days, going public. Fast Track Group. It's available on Webull for $4 to $5. You're probably going to get it at $4. FTRK. If it does open up at, you know, $6, $7, $8 on day one, I would sell. Right? It's not a, you know, it's not a great company. It's not a company that I would hold past day one, and I do feel that it can do well on day one. So that's just my opinion. That's the IPO I would pre-order. Some other news for Atai Life Sciences is that they announced first patient dosed in phase 2 study, and then 2 months ago they had the announcement for first patient dosed in Illumina, the phase 2 clinical trial for their VLS-01 treatment-resistant depression, plus the news that came out an hour ago. And you can look at the pipeline for the company.
Big picture, Atai is a company that was founded in 2018 with a focus on mental health. We have a core pipeline now that's focused on psychedelic compounds. So we have 2 that are completely homegrown internally. One is a DMT formulation. Another one is an oral formulation of our MDMA, the one being enantiomers of MDMA. Everything that I mentioned at this point is in phase 2. We've got a couple of readouts this year, in the middle of this year, and then 2 more readouts at the beginning of next year. So a very active year for the company.
Okay, so like the CEO said, they've got plenty of readouts this year, but in the middle of this year, and then some later on next year. So yeah, it is a busy time. If all the readouts are great, obviously the stock can move higher. As far as analysts are concerned, for the next 12 months, they give it an average of about $10.50, a low of 10, 10.50, 11. That's the forecast they give for the next 12 months for the stock. Doesn't mean that the analysts are right. Doesn't mean, that's actually going to happen, but that's what Wall Street thinks. All right, let's move on to something else. Nike, guys, Nike. So Nike is a stock that if you're in my Discord, we've swing traded Nike 2 times, minimum 2 times in the $70 level. One time at 72 and then it went to 80, around there, right? So we did that 2 times, but Nike now is well below that. And today they had some news, which was that Nike lays off tech workers, shifts focus to outsourcing amid sales slump and a bunch of other things. So the stock, guys, is at $62.13 in pre-market right now. Obviously, just like, a little while ago, it was trading at 55. 55 would have been, or 54. That would have been a lot better than the 62 that it is right now. But I don't think Nike is over. I'm not convinced that this, that was it and we're on a bull run. I think that Nike can retest and will retest, in my opinion, the $55 level. So if you are interested in this company and you do your due diligence and you like it, maybe, I don't know, maybe you want to wait for 55. If you feel that might not happen or you're not so sure, then, what you can do is buy a few shares now, and if there is a dip eventually, you can buy more then. Moving on, Ray Dalio warns against decreasing value of US dollar amid mounting government debt. BlackRock bets on inflation. So if you have the Ray Dalio news, you have the BlackRock, and this was today, May 20th, betting on inflation, goes overweight on inflation-linked bonds, right? Maybe you can do that, inflation-linked bonds. Why not? But I like also something else that I think is great for inflationary reasons, for, if you have geopolitical tensions that are going to go to new levels than what we've seen so far in 2025, then in my personal opinion, AAAU. AAAU for long, as said back on May 16, 2025. So $31.55, what it was when I had posted about it then. Today it's at $31.95. So it's gone up just slightly a little bit. Overall, Goldman Sachs physical gold ETF I think is AAAU would be something that I would add, because in the value portfolio, I like to add I like to take all the risks that could possibly occur and then invest for those risks, right? And then obviously throw in some, some tech stocks that I think are going to be, do well to spice things up a little bit and be able to push that value portfolio over the years higher. But you also have to be prepared. Don't just focus on today. If you focus on today, you lose out on tomorrow. If you focus just on tech stocks and the explosive potential, you could get screwed if the markets are going down and geopolitical tensions and all that stuff, inflation, all that stuff, right? You know that you've seen that the past year and a half, 2 years. So a good value portfolio should be prepared for everything and should hedge against as much risk as possible. So AAAU is something that, in my opinion, should be part of a value portfolio. Just my opinion, right? So I really like that. Let me know in the comment section below about the things I've talked about in this YouTube video. What you agree with, what you don't agree with, what you like, what you don't. And that's it. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to stop right here and wish you guys all the best. Take care.